Hello and welcome to another episode of Susfaction.
Yes, hello. Um, Today is a Kyle-centric episode, and I'm Kyle,
And I'm Isella, and
and
we're
we're your
your
hosts.
hosts.
Today, the cryptid we're talking about will be the Albatwitch.
Yes, which
Um,
I didn't really know what that was, and I had to go looking.
there's a lot of apples in this story. An
Yes.
apple a day keeps the monsters at bay. Okay, so I'm citing again, like we'll get used to this, but J.W. Ocker's United States of Cryptids. He has a whole book on cryptids. Obviously, that's where I've gotten a lot of my stories about cryptids from, are the entries in his books. So let's see. The type of cryptid is humanoid. The earliest sighting is the 19th century. Location is Columbia, Pennsylvania, and size is around 4 feet tall. Okay, the entry says Chickies Rock in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, can be a dangerous place. At least a dozen people have died falling from its edge down the 100 feet of its vertiginous face. Also, you have to watch out for the Albatwitches while you're there, especially if you're carrying apples. Albatwitches are what serious cryptozoologists call hairy hominids, and what not quite so serious ones call the little big feet. They're 4 foot tall, thin, hairy, primate like creatures, kid cousins to the giant Sasquatches, shooting guards on the Bigfoot basketball team. Their name is traditionally understood to be a Pennsylvania Dutch corruption of the phrase apple snitches, because the creatures love to steal apples. Their uncertainty about whether the Albatwitch derives from the lore of the native okay. A professional would have read this before we started,
Is it
and
the
sounded it out.
Susquehanna River?
Susquehannock, yes.
Okay.
Okay. The native Susquehannock peoples, or the immigrant Pennsylvania Dutch of its legend, evolved much more recently. We do know that as early as the 1920s, Albatwitches were part of a specific practical joke known as a snipe hunt in other areas of the country. Groups would take a victim out into the woods, hand them a bag, and then ostensibly go out and beat the bushes to chase an Albatwitch towards the bag holder so that they could catch the creature. Of course, that's not what happened. The bush beaters just left their victim alone in the woods while they all went home or the local tavern to wait until the lonely Albatwitch hunter realized that they had been duped into hunting a fictitious creature.
A snipe. Isn't that what what is the old man's name in Up? Isn't that what he tells like
Oh, I
um
don't know. I don't
the
remember. I haven't
kid?
seen that movie in so long, but I want to
Oh,
watch it
the
now.
kid in Up. I think that's what he tells him. He's like, go like find a snipe or whatever, but it ends up being Kevin, that really tall bird, instead. That's what he calls him, a snipe.
That's so funny. But unlike snipes, there have been actual sightings of Albatwitches in Lancaster County. The ape-like beings have been spotted running across roads or through the forests or swinging along the tops of trees. There are stories of Albatwitches pelting picnickers with apple cores after stealing their apples. In the documentary series Legends of Lancaster, Chris Vera, the director of the Columbia Historic Preservation Society, tells the story of a childhood friend of his playing hide and seek in the woods when an Albatwitch pinned him to a tree with his arms. His friend screamed and the Albatwitch ran away. Vera also remembers a local cemetery, Laurel Hill Memorial Gardens, being closed by the police when somebody spotted a dark-haired humanoid wandering around inside. The main habitat of the Albatwitches is the area around Chickies Rock at Chickies Rock County Park. Chickies Rock, from the Lenape word Chickasalunga, or place of crayfish,
Hmm.
is an outcropping of the quartzite. Wait, hold on. Quartzite, an outcropping of quartzite at the western end of the Chickies Ridge. Okay, it rises 100 feet above the. Say it again.
Susquehanna.
Susquehanna River, and its summit is accessible by an easy mile of trail. Directly beneath it is a biking path and railroad tracks, while across the river you can see the next county, York, as well as the town of Marietta. On my hike, I didn't see a single reference to the creatures. Hold on, segue. Marietta, are they talking about, because it's Pennsylvania, we're right next to Pennsylvania, are they? Do you think they're talking about Marietta, Ohio?
I don't know. It would be near there. That's the right side of the state.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Okay, they might be talking about close to home. Anyways, on my hike, I didn't see a single reference to the creatures. No beware of Albatwitches or apples not permitted signs anywhere. It's almost like they want you to get pegged in the head by an apple core thrown from the trees. However, the Albatwitches are commemorated in the nearby town of Columbia for one day a year at least. Columbia has hosted an annual Albatwitch Day since 2014. The festival features music and paranormal lectures, trolley tours to Chickies Rock, where you can throw apples into the woods to feed the Albatwitches, and of course, plenty of Albatwitch merch. It also showcases multitude of apple-themed dishes and sweets. Albatwitches are one of few, possibly only, cryptids associated with a particular food. Just adding apple just adding apple is enough to create an Albatwitch themed dish. But I think I but I think more can be done for the Albatwitch. Since hairy hominids rule the cryptid zoo, and since Albatwitches have a way cooler name than Bigfoot, I think the Albatwitch should have more than just its day. I personally do not want a do not feed the Albatwitches sign in Chickies Rock. And that is from J.W. Ocker himself saying that.
Yeah, a little bit more about Albatwitch Day. Kids ceremoniously launch the fruit into the woods.
Yeah.
And they I have kind of a little bit of the same information that you had. It's from ChesapeakeBay.net, but it talks about how the Albatwitch is 4 foot tall, but it also says that he's furry and has yellow eyes. I don't think you mentioned the yellow eyes.
No.
So that was a different piece of information there. But yeah, it talks about Vera and his book. Marietta Road. Two other people saw a similar looking creature only a half-mile away from there. So, let's see. While the Albatwitch sightings are contained mostly to Lancaster County, Bigfoot is popular throughout the entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, according to the Travel Channel. Pennsylvania is the third best place in the U.S. to find Bigfoot, with 1,340 apparent sightings.
Yeah. We're in Bigfoot country here.
It makes you wonder, though, is the Albatwitch maybe just a kid?
A baby Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, it says the Albatwitch is described as a small, hairy, ape-like humanoid about 3 to 5 feet tall that supposedly lived in the woods around the Chickies Rock near Susquehanna River. According to local legends, it was mischievous rather than dangerous, and was famous for stealing apples from orchards and picnickers. Now, I think that sounds exactly like a mischievous little kid.
Yeah, it sounds like something a kid would do.
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't sound like it's its own. I mean, it could be its own thing, but it really does just seem like it could be a smaller,
like Bigfoot children.
Yeah, Bigfoot kid.
Yeah. Let's see. Stories describe Albatwitches as shy forest dwellers that would watch people from trees, steal food, and sometimes throw apples or apple cores at humans before disappearing back to the woods. Today, the Albatwitch is generally considered a regional cryptid, similar to Bigfoot, but much smaller. Obviously, we just said that.
Yeah.
The Albatwitch is a legendary miniature ape man cryptid said to inhabit the wooded areas of Chickies Rock, Columbia, and Pennsylvania. I got just more characteristics. The name Albatwitch is widely believed to be the Pennsylvania Dutch slang for apple and witch, or corruption of apple snitch. Origins and lore. Oh, okay. The roots and legend intertwine local Pennsylvania German, Pennsylvania Dutch folklore, and Native American history. Local indigenous groups such as the Susquehannock historically had stories about similar creatures and even depicted them on their war shields.
Yes.
Modern cultural impact. Today, the legend is very much alive in Lancaster County and York County, Pennsylvania. The town of Columbia, Pennsylvania fully embraces the folklore and hosts an annual Albatwitch Day in October, which I mentioned earlier. Um, and then it sounds like you had something to say about the war shields,
No, I
or
also
did you
had
just
that.
read that?
I also read that same thing. It says that it says, according to Vera, there are newspaper articles dating back 125 years that describe campers going out into the woods to Albatwitch hunt. But going back even further, some say that an Albatwitch looking creature was painted on the shields of Susquehanna Indians. All, though Vera admitted that they haven't been able to confirm that. So they haven't been able to confirm that they were on the shields. I guess they don't have shields, like archived, but
Oh, that's a bummer.
it's more of a rumor. But yeah, but they're very much lumped in. Like they're part of the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Society website. Like they have their own little section in there because they are like a tiny Bigfoot. So it's like, hey, you might think you're seeing a small Bigfoot, but
Right.
it's this thing, or you know.
um, I just wanted to mention a little bit about the Susquehannock,
Okay.
also known as um, Conestoga, if I'm saying that correctly, Conestoga, were a powerful Iroquoian speaking Native American people. I'm Iroquois and Sioux, so I felt
Hmm.
that I wanted to mention this. Um,
Well, the Iroquois Nation was huge.
yeah,
Yeah.
speaking Native American people who originally inhabited the lower Susquehanna River Valley in present-day Pennsylvania, New York, and Maryland. First encountered by Europeans in 1608, they were formidable traders and agriculturists who lived in heavily fortified, palisaded towns. The Susquehannock were known for their robust build, leading early explorers like Captain John Smith to describe them as giants and their advanced societal structure. Um, they were just ahead of their time as a people, and I think that's really cool. And so, the fact that even uh, even a group such as the Susquehannock that were so forward thinking
Mm-hmm.
in civilized society, like they were, you know what I mean? They were like
Yeah.
so ahead of their time that they would think of a cryptid,
Yeah.
like they would believe in a cryptid. I think that's cool. Maybe it's stupid. I don't
Mm.
know.
I
But
mean,
anyways, that's all I have on that. If you have anything else to add, I would love that.
um, no, not really anything different. As opposed to Apple Snitcher, the other one was Apple Snatcher because it steals.
Right.
Um, but I think it basically means the same thing. Yeah, just over and over again. It's this small humanoid, hairy, Bigfoot type creature. But yeah, I think Albatwitch Day sounds like it'd be fun.
I want to go. Do you want to go?
Ouch.
It's
Too.
only in Pennsylvania.
That's true. That's not that far.
Not at all. We should go.
Oh, it says or river elf.
Ooh, okay. I'm down with the
So
river elf.
it
I'm
says
down.
name stories often reveal how people understand a legend. Also, or almost every serious discussion of the Albatwitch pauses to explain the word itself. The most common local explanation is that it began as Pennsylvania Dutch and English compound for apple snitch, a sly description of something that sneaks fruit out of your basket and pelts you with the remains. Both the Susquehanna Greenway Partnership and regional blogs repeat the idea when introducing the creature. Atlas Obscura adds another layer by quoting Strange Familiar's co host, Tim Renner, who suggests that the first part of the word might derive from German Alb, meaning an elf or night spirit, which would make the Albatwitch
Elf witch.
an elf twitch,
Yay!
linked to older European beliefs brought into Pennsylvania by German speaking settlers.
I love that.
So, an apple elf.
Yeah, an apple elf. That's cool.
So that was something different.
Sweet. I tried to look up Reddit stories, but I couldn't find any.
Most of them are just the indigenous stories. The
Yeah,
Susquehanna.
just being pelted by apples or pelted with apples.
Yeah. Um,
Well,
Albatwitch and that Algonquian speaking
Algonquin.
groups in the region told stories of a small hairy human hominoid called the Megumowesus. Megumowesus.
Hmm.
So that would have been what they would have called it.
Yeah.
Um, because you have the German came later. So,
Right.
yep, that's it.
That's it.
That's the
I mean, it's a
last
simple, easy little cryptid to talk
little
about.
piece. I think it sounds
I thought it was
maybe
cute.
fun. Yeah, a little bit fun.
Yeah, I love the name Albatwitch.
I wonder what it would do if you caught the apple.
Right?
Like,
oh my god.
probably run away because it's a kid.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, what are you gonna do, Angelina Jolie and Wanted, and just like catch it in midair
Why not?
and then like look at it?
I catch things very well.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, I can't throw. I can't aim.
I can throw and I can aim, but I can't catch.
No, I can catch.
No.
Although I can shoot a gun very well.
Oh. Oh. Pew pew.
I can. The very first time I ever shot a gun, I hit it twice in the head in the target.
Oh, see, the first time I ever shot a gun, I wasn't wearing those headphones, so I went deaf.
Oh.
Anyways.
It was like ringing.
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyways, so that's what I have on the Albatwitch. Thank you for helping me with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's see if we have. I think I have a story. Maybe. Most of them were Bigfoot type stories that you'll find on Reddit because they call it the little Bigfoot.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
We'll find it. Maybe.
I will find it. Yes, I will find it.
Well, in the meantime, any fun things going on this summer?
Oh, too many things going on this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just spending our entire week and life at the ball field because
It sounds like it.
I'm there every day except for like the weekends.
Yeah.
Right now, and then we have tournaments coming up, so then we'll probably play on the weekends. I'm having a hard time finding encounters because most of them just call it Bigfoot encounters.
Yeah.
Here
I totally
go.
believe in that whole like it's a Bigfoot kid. It's like just a baby Bigfoot and it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
But it's cool that it has its own nickname.
This one's in a different place. This one's in Yellowstone.
Oh.
So that's the other thing is finding it in that area. California.
Yeah, I couldn't find any. All of them just were Bigfoot, Bigfoot, Bigfoot.
I wonder if that's who. So, like, we had Bigfoot sightings here in Ohio, in the northern part, like near Cleveland, Canton, that area.
Right.
And those reports were that they had children with them too, like smaller Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And they were headed east, which is Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
So that could have very well been like a family moving, a Bigfoot family, like just migrating or whatever. But
right. I like that idea. I think that's a very plausible.
So this Reddit user titled this one Bigfoot and Children. It says, I've heard so many reports of Bigfoot showing a very strong interest in children. Witnesses have reported everything from Bigfoot standing or sitting among the trees calmly watching children play to full-on abduction attempts where they've picked up children and attempted to run off with them. Others even report Bigfoot tapping on windows to get the child's attention, then beckoning them outside with their fingers. There can't be any good reason for them wanting to encourage a child outside in the middle of the night, and that surely won't end well for the kid in question. My question is this purely a hunting strategy that they have learnt to try and snatch a child to kill and eat, knowing they will put up far less of a fight than an adult human? What other reasons do they show so much interest in children? Well, probably because they have children of their own.
That could be it, because honestly, I've heard a lot of missing 411 stories of fuzzy men
Mm-hmm.
abducting kids, and them kids never coming home, never
Oh,
coming back, never being found. Like there was two kids in this one missing 411 story, a girl and a boy, a brother and a sister. The sister was found after they were both went missing,
yeah.
and the brother was gone, and she said he was with the fuzzy man, and she described him as almost like he was static, it sounded like
Oh,
he was described. But in any case, a fuzzy man, I assume, as a bit, I would consider like something like a Bigfoot, like a furry
yeah.
man. And then like if he's abducting children, it's totally, I mean, if they have children of their own, maybe they just want someone to play with. I don't know.
Either that or like if you think about it, humans do it, and it's like we have true crime stories about it where like their children have passed away unexpectedly, and they're trying to replace their child by kidnapping another one,
Yep.
because that has happened. I mean,
Yeah, it has.
humans do that.
Yeah.
So that's also possible. And then you also have stories of little kids that get lost in the woods on hiking trails and things that
Yeah.
are found. And they said that they followed a Bigfoot type creature
Hmm.
to a safe place
And they found
to be
they were
found.
fed berries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know that necessarily it's to eat the child.
I don't think that is either. I don't think a Bigfoot is a nefarious creature.
I don't think so either. I think they're just out there trying to,
Live their
yeah,
lives.
live their furry life.
Yeah, I think they just want to live their lives free of the American crap.
Well,
That's another story for another time.
so the first responder to that post says, I think it could be multiple things. I think it's curiosity in some cases, but they do think nefarious in others, where I disagree. I don't think nefarious at all. We shouldn't automatically assume ill intent, is what the next commenter says. We shouldn't automatically assume ill intent by the Bigfoot. How many stories are there of little kids getting lost in the woods and found a few days later where the kids say a bear kept them safe and warm at night?
Right. That's
See?
so funny you just said that.
Yeah. And that's because that's what it, like, that's what I think of. You think of these, and I'm sure people, like grown people, would probably be helped also, but because the Bigfoot might be afraid of adult humans for one reason or another,
Right.
there's like less stories about them being helped in the woods than there are children. But children, they're not threatening, so they want to help. They want to help them.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
So the next commenter is responding to that story about like a quote unquote bear that kept them safe. Says, I've heard the same thing quite a few times. It's really interesting. I like asking people who don't believe in Sasquatch to try and explain what kept the child safe in those scenarios, because a bear would obviously not do so. I agree. A bear might eat the kid.
A bear would eat the kid.
Yeah. Do you think that just like people, some have better intentions than others?
Totally.
Bigfoot. Yeah. I think they're intelligent.
Oh, yes. I think there is a total full-on race of intelligent beings of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
They're so smart to be hidden from us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's why I think they are intelligent, because they're so obscure. They're so hidden. They're so mysterious.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And they're everywhere. You have stories from
Oh, yeah.
Yellowstone. You have
Skunk
stories from
apes,
California. You have
Bigfoot,
the
Yeti.
Florida skunk ape. You've
Mhm.
and the Yeti. Do you think the Yeti's a Bigfoot?
I think he is a type of Bigfoot. I think he's a Bigfoot cousin.
Okay.
Like, I think Sasquatch and Yeti are like, one is like a,
Could the Albatwitch be like a pygmy Bigfoot
yes.
and not just a kid?
Yeah, he could be like a dwarf as a Bigfoot.
It's possible.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like the baby Bigfoot, like the kid Bigfoot better.
I
Like the
think
son
that,
of Bigfoot.
yeah.
But I think Yeti is like the Arctic cousin.
That's possible.
But in any case.
Like not necessarily a different species, but maybe just like a different race.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, there's different breeds of dog.
Yeah, there's different breeds of human.
When I think of different breeds of human, I think like serial killer versus a normal person.
Right?
Like that's a different breed.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sorry.
That's so funny.
I've been watching Dexter, so yeah.
Oh.
I love Dexter. It's probably one of my favorites. All right. Um oh, this person just goes off the rails talking about Dogman.
Oh God.
So
You don't need no long comments.
right. Bigfoot encounter with my whole family. Here's one. When I was really young, he says, probably about 5 or 6, my family went camping at the tippy top of the mountain. You really couldn't get higher on said mountain. There was a lake we were camping next to, so of course my family was fishing. My dad and mom, my uncle, and I were on the shore trying to get some fish. Across the shore on the other side of the small lake, my dad had noticed a huge brown black humanoid figure just standing still and faced right at us. It had to have been 8 feet tall, maybe even taller, since it was so far away. So, like
Wow.
any human would naturally do, my dad tried yelling at it since
Right.
he had thought it was a prank of some sorts. I don't remember what my dad said, but I remember the sound the creature made back. It wasn't anything we understood, just a kind of unintelligible screeching. It did,
Oh.
however, sound like he knew what he was saying, if that makes sense. Like he was saying something to us, only in his language.
Right.
We were all looking at it
Being
at that
intelligent.
point. My grandparents and my big brother had joined us. I remember my parents attempted to recreate the speeches he was saying, and he would respond. This went on for just a couple of minutes. Then the creature took off. I mean, took off. Mind you, the entire time he was on 2 feet, much like a human. He turned and started running towards the forest and was out of sight in seconds. He had to have been running like 25 to 30 miles per hour. Well, he's got such long legs because he's like 8 feet
Yeah.
tall. My brother, grandpa, and dog tried chasing it. Definitely the smart thing to do. and
Oh
went
my gosh.
and went to where we had seen him at and the direction he left in. They did find a huge lump of black hair that was stuck in a barbed wire fence. Although I'm not certain it was really from the creature. I mean, if it's stuck in a barbed wire fence, it possibly is from the creature.
I would say so.
Tell me why we didn't leave. We spent the night still in tents. It was
Intense.
Yep. It was very windy, and I don't think anyone actually slept. I think about it from time to time, but it honestly isn't that rare of an encounter. I've seen UFOs. My siblings have seen skinwalkers. My brother was followed by a UFO, and I lived right by Skinwalker Ranch my whole life. I promise my family is not a bunch of kooks. Well, maybe a little, but not in the sense we all made up the same encounter. Interesting.
That's
So this
fun.
person has luck, I guess, to be around so many cryptids because I've
Yeah.
never seen a cryptid.
I haven't either.
I've never
I hope
experienced a
to.
cryptid. The closest thing to a cryptid I've experienced is just a UFO.
Yeah. Aliens, I think, follow the cryptozoology banner. I think.
Oh yeah, because you can't prove their existence.
Yeah.
We don't have
I think
we don't have one to test.
Yeah.
Supposedly we don't have one to test.
Whatever. Anyways. So that's that with the Albatwitch. And
I'd like to see one.
I would love to see one.
Yeah. Well, we would love for you to come back and listen again next week. We will post again on Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, trust no one. Question everything.
And we also have an email if you want to send us your own stories, dark history, creepy cryptid stories, ghost encounters, something weird of any kind, conspiracy theories, glitch in the matrix, whatever.
Yeah.
Send us your stories so we can read them. We want them. We would love to hear them so that we can read them on the podcast. Our podcast is susfactionpod@outlook.com. Again, if you want to send us your stories, reach us at susfactionpod@outlook.com. And we do have an Instagram.
Yes, we have an Instagram. It is at SusfactionPod, and you can find links in the bio to our Amazon Music, YouTube, and Spotify. We also have a Patreon. It is Susfaction Pod. And on the Patreon, you will find exclusive content of true crime episodes posted monthly. The episode for this month will be on Wendy Williams. I've already started working on that one. And it's
How you doing?
probably going to be a long one.
I can't wait. Awesome. So thank you guys for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.